Okay, has landed.
The sun is fast approaching, and these two cards, every single day is a gift from the universe, treated as one, came after this one, which says this moment will be a mere memory one day. Are you making the most of it? I've been in El Paso for about 3 months now, and in my head it's like, oh my god, that's a lot of time, you know? And also in my head I'm thinking I'm about to leave again, and already feeling kind of bad about not fully taking advantage of the fact that I could be in proximity and close to, I don't know why my lips look like that. I guess just getting the cards, this moment will be a mere memory one day. Are you making the most of it? I wish that healing and just fucking healing and processing and taking time for yourself to process wasn't such a isolating experience, even though I love my solitude, y'all. I love it. I enjoy my own company. I love my own mental processes, and I love my own company. I love being with myself, especially throughout these times where I'm healing and I'm processing a lot. However, I wish I wasn't so closed off to those around me that just want to love me and support me, because my healing and my processing does require a lot of solitude, alone time. But with these fucking cards, like, this moment will be a mere memory one day. Are you making the most of it? I want to think I am. But then in me feeling bad about then it's like, should I feel bad about taking time for myself? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think this is just the same thing that I grapple with death. I'm not afraid, or I'm not going to say I'm not scared to die, because obviously if, I get sick or something, or if I'm right there at the moment of death, I'm going to be like, pleading with God, like, please save me, like that scene in Rick and Morty where he's like, he doesn't believe in God, but then that one scene, he's like, please save me, and then he gets saved and he's like, fuck you, but no, I respect spirit in the universe and God. I got trailed off, but I don't want to feel bad for taking space and time for myself, but I also don't want to feel bad for choosing to be with myself instead of like those around me. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Before I got trailed off, like I was saying, I think the thing that gets to me about choosing to be with myself instead of those around me is the death aspect. Like I was saying, I'm not going to say I'm not scared to die. Like I said in that other video, if the moment comes to it, I'm going to be pleading and bargaining, right, and praying to God not to die. But when I really think about mortality and death, I get bummed about the death of others. I get bummed about losing those around me that I love so much, so I guess that is why I feel bad for taking time for myself, for being with myself, for isolating, but it's not isolating. Like like I kept saying, I'm being with myself, I'm processing, I'm healing a lot, and I'm very fortunate and grateful to be even able to do this, There's a lot of, I'm grateful, I don't want to feel bad for who I am, I require and I love a lot of alone time. And also, though, in this time that I've been here, I've noticed that I am more closed off to love than I thought I was. Why do I say that? Because it's hard for me to be as lovey-dovey as I want to be with those around me that I love. And it's weird because that only happens with like family. Because when I'm in a romantic partnership, that does not apply at all. It's like I'm lovey-dovey, goofy, and like I'm just me, But I don't know. It's like it's hard for me to like. I don't know what the fuck, you know? And oh, great. Now I triggered emotion. I don't know why I can't express it, or why I can't just feel comfortable being, like, loved, you know, by those around me. It's so weird. You see, and then the whole death thing, like, I don't want to be thinking about this when they're not here, because they are here right now, you know? So, what the fuck? With my inability to fully be, you know, and fully be there in love and not feel like it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Ugh, now this is some cringe fucking video of, I don't know who watches Candace Owens, but she's been saying, like, she's been telling us not to trauma dump, and I don't think this is trauma dumping. And I don't think I should be embarrassed of just fucking sharing my processes. I don't know how many of y'all are not gonna fuck with me now because I mentioned Candace Owens. You know, I don't fuck with everything that she puts out there, but yeah. I think it's important to consume diversity of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. I think I do have an idea of my inability to accept just love. And I think it just goes back to being really little. Unfortunately, and like just acknowledging this piece is not me like still hurt or like harping on what happened in the past and woe is me. No, it's just matter of factly, this is what happened, and this is probably what affected me throughout my life up until now as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's probably hard for me to accept love, like, you know, that happened to me, you know, and then it's just like, it's like, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense, you know. So I guess I am asking for patience, a lot of patience, from those around me, even though they've showed me nothing but that. I just want to get to a point where I can just like accept love and love how I want to love my family and friends, you know? Instead of like stopping myself from being as lovey-dovey as I want to be for fear of coming off too weird, or like, or I honestly don't know what it is with my loved ones, or well, but then again, yeah, I guess I kind of did kind of hit it on the nail right now. I'm kind of dancing around the actual topic, but it's like, I think that is why. Because imagine you're like a little 4-year-old, that happens to you, and it's just like, that probably rocks your world, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting like I don't know, that's just crazy. Like, that's probably why. I mean, that's confusing, you know? Yeah. And when I look back at this trauma piece, I want to just shout out this professor that I had at John F. Kennedy University. Back when the Berkeley campus was open, she was offering like, because I guess you guys, have you ever started a psychology master's program? I feel like I was my own first client, and like you apply all these concepts you learn to yourself. So it's just like, it's a lot, you know, because a lot comes up, you know. So she was offering like one-on-one sessions for anyone who needed them. And I was like, yeah, sign me up. So we were in the Berkeley campus, and she held space for me and she was like, tell me, like, what's going on? What do you, like, what's got you like this? And I just like told her the trauma piece, right? And this badass woman, I just love how she knew that I would resonate with symbolism and shit like that, and the archetypes. And she was like, tell me what happened. I told her what happened. She's like, show me where you got hit. And I was like, right here. She was like, okay. I got hit with the broom. And she was like, Layla, the broom is the symbol of the female shaman, and you literally got smacked in the head with it right here in your crown chakra, which represents understanding. You understood too much too soon. You understood that the family pack as a whole values more than the individual, you know? It's like hush hush, you know, when you're asked what happened, say something else happened, which is interesting too, y'all, because false memory is real. I know the actual moment that happened, but then from telling the lie so much, like, oh, I hit my head on the swing set, that I could see that moment. Actually, I can see there used to be a swing set there, and I can see myself like like standing up and hitting my head on the swing set. But that didn't happen, you know, but you say it so much that I guess your mind creates it. I don't know. It's so interesting. So the reframing of that experience, like I can talk to you guys about it right now. I can revisit that memory and it's empowering almost, you know, and family members don't have to agree, but this professor also said that I helped clear the way for other family members to come into the world, you know, which I thought was beautiful, right? And I would do it all over again, you know what I'm saying? Like, smack me again, I don't give a fuck, you know? But yeah, so I think that's why, you know, like, I think that's why, because you're a kid and it's just, that must have been confusing, but I'm not a fucking kid anymore, I'm an adult, you know, so it's just like, get it together. But that's the inner critic, you know, be gentle and kind. Yeah, look, this is the other card that I got. How are you treating your inner child with, what does it say? Are you treating your inner child with kindness, patience, and love? When was the last time you felt childlike wonder and joy? And I was like, yeah, last night or this morning or today. Yeah. This was an interesting dark night of the soul, but I think I'm finally coming out of it. And I'm ready to share some shit, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for a lot of story times, you know, because I moved to the Bay Area in 2016. It's 2024 now. I got a lot of stories, a lot of funnies, a lot of embarrassing moments that I just want to share with you because it's part of the human experience, and I want to encourage you to not feel embarrassed or weird about shit like that, you know, if it happens to you. So get fucking ready, like. And recently, a couple of things happened which contributed to my dark night of the soul. And I want to share, you know, because it's not cool to silence ourselves for the comfort of others. You know what I'm saying? People get to be uncomfortable around you, you know? Thank you. Someone told me that, so thank you. But yeah, aliens, Balians, kings, queens, and all you in-betweens. I had no idea this was going to be a video. It is Monday, March 4th, 2024, 7:16 a.m. in the morning, Mountain Time, signing off from El Paso, Texas, about to journey out into the world somewhere else. Or maybe, no, I gotta bounce. I don't know. I gotta bounce.
It has landed.